Okay, so when it comes to WordPress themes, there are really two, shall we say, 800-pound gorillas in theme marketplaces. Okay, the two of the most popular theme marketplaces. One is going to be the WordPress.org theme repository. So here you have developers who have created these themes, and most of the themes on here, actually all of the themes on here, are free to use. The one advantage of using the WordPress theme repository is if we actually go back to our demo website, and we log into our demo website, we'll see that there is an API connection. If we go to Appearance and then Themes, remember what we said API was? Application Programming Interface. Where if we just want to add a new theme from the WordPress theme repository, it will automatically connect to your WordPress installation. So all you have to do essentially is search for the theme you would like. After you browse this theme through the WordPress repository, you can do the WordPress theme repository, you can do that on the standalone page, or you could do it through your WordPress installation to see all of these themes. So you might be wondering, well, if I have every theme I want, then what's wrong with just using a WordPress theme from the WordPress repository? Well, the problem with that is, from my own empirical evidence, it's hard to find a good e-commerce online store theme using the WordPress repository. I have looked and I don't see anything that is really good. Okay, so this is why places like we're about to go, ThemeForest, are better. Another thing too, as you just saw there with the preview, a lot of these previews don't work properly in the WordPress theme repository. So you have to essentially install the theme in order to start like seeing the demos. So the demos aren't that great. So you have an idea of what the theme might look like, but you don't really know. And this is not the case when you're using something like a professional theme marketplace, like Envato Marketplace, or the parent company, ThemeForest. Okay, so let's head over to ThemeForest. By all means, if you see a template here that you like, by all means use it. We're gonna go over ThemeForest, also known as Envato Market. Envato actually, rather, is the company that owns ThemeForest, so sometimes it's referred to as Envato Market. So this is a massive digital marketplace, one of the largest digital marketplaces on the internet. And primarily you can get anything here. You can get WordPress templates, you can get HTML templates, you can get templates for other CMSs, and everything here is very organized and well done. So by organized, meaning the content, the products are organized. So they have an entire section for WooCommerce, which is what you don't see in the WordPress repository. So let's go and let's click on just e-commerce and then WooCommerce, and let's take a look at WooCommerce themes. Now, to get to the Envato Marketplace, aka ThemeForest, all you have to do is type in your browser themeforest.net, as we did like so. And then also with WordPress themes, if you just type wordpress.org/themes, you can also do your search for themes here. So let's take a look at some themes on ThemeForest. Where do we start? This is a huge issue for a lot of merchants who are new, who are just trying to get started, is what theme do I choose? Because there are literally, like we said, thousands upon thousands that you can use, right? So the best thing we want to do is we selected e-commerce and we selected WooCommerce. The first thing we want to do is we want to click on View All. Okay, we can also do this right here. This is usually where you're going to see the sales, but we want to click on View All. And once we come to View All, we're going to see all of these themes like so, ranked in order of popularity. So as you can see, FlatSum is number 1, Woodmart is number 2. We'll get to this in a minute. Porto, and so on and so forth. Another thing you can do is you can just come to this WordPress right here, the WordPress link, and you could do a search. So e-commerce theme, or you could just type e-commerce, and then we can go like so. Under WordPress, we can just click e-commerce, and then we can select WooCommerce, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a WooCommerce theme. We can also do it this way. So by doing it this way, by actually doing the search, we can start to play around and toggle with some of these settings here, because we're looking for the best sellers, okay? So why do we look for the best sellers? Well, the best sellers have the most user feedback. So you come here, you see that this has 196,000 sales and it's been reviewed 7,000 times. Okay, so this is a theme we want to examine. Now, we have to follow the crowd to a degree. We have to follow the crowd to a degree because there are so many themes out there. And if you don't get that social sort of like customer feedback from users, this has been purchased 196,000 times. So more than likely, if there was a problem, somebody would have put it in the comments. And we'll take a look at this when we get to this actual landing page for this particular theme. Okay, we're going to take a look at this, and then we're going to take a look at Woodmart, Porto, Woodmart, and then Flatsum, the best sellers. So let's see why they're best sellers. Let's start with Flatsum. So as you can see, we can get a live preview of this theme. So if we just click this, we can see how this theme demo works. Okay, and we can visualize sort of our store with this. So our demo store is going to be for retail. So I'm looking for it's a tennis store. So let's take a look at some retail apparel stores. So this might fit the bill. So we come here, we scroll down, we see a hero section that looks like a slider. Hero just means big image, hero image. And then we have these two little images here that act as a little sidebar. We have this, okay? Most important thing we wanna do is we wanna check to see if it's mobile responsive. Remember we said that in the previous video. So is this mobile responsive? If you're using Google Chrome, you just right click and you should see a window that will, a drop-down menu that will have this little inspect button. So click on inspect, and then we wanna come to this and toggle this device toolbar, and we wanna choose something like iPhone 12 Pro, right? That's a popular phone. We want to see how this looks on a mobile device, because remember, a majority of your users, okay, probably more than 50% of them will come and discover your website from a mobile device, especially if you're advertising on places like Google Shopping or Facebook, dynamic product ads, etc. So if we come here, we can see what this looks like as a mobile responsive theme. Let's look at actually one of the demos again, the demo we were actually looking at. This is just a demo landing page. So let's come here. And now we can see what this theme looks like as a mobile, on a mobile device. And you can see that one didn't look too good. Okay, that one didn't look too good. Actually, you know what? Let's come here. This is the desktop version. And let's go and let's take a look at the mobile version of this particular demo. So when you're looking for mobile, you just want to make sure all the elements, everything works in order, fits together. Okay. So as you can see, this image isn't fully cut off, and it's optimized for mobile just so that we can have this content displayed like so. Okay. So as you can see, you have to put yourself in the position of the customer. Is this easy to navigate? We need a website that's easy to navigate. So as you can see, we're scrolling down. Everything here is well suited for a mobile device. So we can ultimately conclude that this particular theme is mobile responsive. So that's Flatsum. Let's take a look at Porto. This is actually flat zone. Let's take a look at Porto. Let's do a live preview. Remember the checklist. Let's go over the checklist. We need to make sure it's mobile responsive, easy to use, has a great UI UX experience, is SEO friendly, and fast page load times. So with a theme that's SEO friendly, has fast page load times, we won't know until we actually buy the theme. So, but there's, like I said, if you're using a responsive market, if you're using a marketplace like Envato and you're finding that there are things that just don't load as quickly in the demo and on your server, then you can always get a refund. They're very good about that. Okay, so let's take a look at this and let's examine. First thing we need to examine here, if it's mobile responsive. Okay, so we're gonna right click if we're using Google Chrome and we're gonna hit inspect. Okay, so as you can see, this is mobile responsive. It looks good on a mobile device. Okay, the customers can flicker through this content here. And as you can see, everything else comes in line. So this theme is mobile responsive. Then there are some shopping cart awareness tools here. So the user can see from a visual where their shopping cart is. Okay, that's a huge issue with mobile devices and some merchants is users don't know how to check out. They want to buy the item, but a lot of the times they don't even know how to check out. So having these awareness tools at the bottom of this page here, for instance, when the user adds something to cart, as you can see, one, and they scroll down, they see that here, one here. So this is an important feature that's on themes that that helps the users get an idea of how to check out. So if they wanted to check out, they just click on cart, they scroll down and they can proceed to the checkout. So not all themes are equal. Some themes don't have this feature, okay? So you have to be thinking about the customer, and this one has a one-page checkout, so the customer doesn't have to check out in steps, which is really good too. This helps with speed. The user can just enter in information, okay? And then boom, right there, right on the page, they can check out in one page. Okay, some checkout forms are cumbersome and they have multiple pages where you can check out. Okay, but that's not really efficient because you're trying to remember what we said, a great UI UX experience, user interface, user experience, okay, is going to provide for a seamless checkout experience. Okay, so we know Porto is a potentially good fit. So Woocommerce, let's take a look at Woocommerce. Woocommerce is going to be my choice, and here's why. The 3 reasons. I've been using this theme for close to 5 years now on separate projects. And part of the reason why this is such a great theme is it's always being constantly updated. It's well documented. The theme developer is a Power Elite author. Okay, so you want to make sure that when you buy themes on places like Envato or anywhere you choose to go, that you're dealing with an elite developer. Okay, usually it's not always called Power Elite Author on other platforms, but usually there's something denoting that this is a trusted, okay, developer. So for some other platforms, it's different. They might be labeled different. High performing developers might be labeled different. But as we can see here, this is key on ThemeForest. When did they last update this? So WordPress updates pretty frequently, okay? At least in 1 year, WordPress can update 3 to 4 times. So anytime there's an update, the WordPress protocols sometimes they change. Not always drastically, but this can impact the way a theme performs. So you want to make sure you're dealing with theme developers who frequently update their templates, especially when there's a WordPress update. Okay, and as you can see, the layout is responsive. We want to make sure this is responsive. So let's see why Woocommerce is a good theme. We talked about mobile responsiveness. Let's take a look at just one Woocommerce template. We talk a lot about mobile responsiveness. Okay, so Woocommerce excels in this respect because it's using a type of technology web framework known as Bootstrap. So this is a mobile first template, okay, that was designed for mobile first. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work great on desktop. It does. It works absolutely great on desktop, but it's built with that consideration, okay, of mobile first. Woocommerce is easy to use. Okay, so being familiar with it myself and having used so many themes, hundreds of themes over the years, Woocommerce is the easiest to navigate and to lay out. So it's not a theme settings or theme template, or rather it doesn't have complex configuration settings. So that's what we want to try to avoid whenever we're shopping for themes. We want to avoid themes with complex configuration settings. Let's take a look at another Woocommerce theme. We talked about mobile responsiveness, so let's have an examination of that, right? When we toggle to the mobile device, as you can see, everything is engineered and geared towards mobile responsiveness. So you want to make sure we're on technology that is doing that, okay? That we're using technology, we're using themes that are built with this in mind, okay? Woocommerce has a great UI, UX experience, right? Which provides for a seamless checkout experience. So when I hit something like add to cart, as you can see on the desktop version, we have our shopping cart awareness tool. Okay, so this is a little animation here that pops out from the screen to let the user know that not only can they check out right now, they can also view the cart or they can continue shopping, but they know where the shopping cart is. And on mobile, there's an awareness tool at the footer of the page. Okay, so as you can see, you won't see it now because on this particular demo, the configuration setting shut it off, but you can turn on the shopping cart right here and put it here at the bottom, okay? So for instance, if we want to add this to cart again, boom, the shopping cart awareness tool comes out. Woocommerce is SEO friendly, and Woocommerce is designed to load fast on desktop and mobile. They don't, if you come on the actual landing page here, they do speak a lot about the benefits that I'm outlaying here. But I've tried, like I said, over these years, I've tried. As you can see, this is optimized for page speed. So you're getting a theme that has over 370 templates, another thing that I must mention, and template separates. So you have entire sections and content sections you can use that are completely themed out. So themed out means that they're pre-designed, right? You don't have to go in there and design things yourself. As you can see, all of these template separates and full on templates. And it comes with a page builder, WP Bakery, which I think is the best, one of the best e-commerce page builders. Okay. So this particular theme is a favorite of mine, and why you should use it is it's mobile responsive, it's easy to use, it has a great UI, UX experience. This was designed for UI, UX, to have the best in practices for UI, UX, which provide for a seamless checkout experience. It's SEO friendly, and it has fast page load times. So the theme is $59, but I'm going to do something special for you. I have the latest version of this theme you can download. Okay, if you click on the link in the description, you can get this free Woocommerce theme because we're going to need it. You're going to need it to follow along when we build out our website.